Hey guys, and welcome to my next reaction to Fear the Walking Dead. So I just got back from a couple of days at the beach, of which, by the way, I went to kind of, clear my head because I've been dealing with some personal stuff recently that I won't get into, but it was funny. I went to kind of clear my head and give myself a break, and it rained the entire time. But yeah, it also, honestly, it doesn't look that bad in how I see it. I don't know how it's going to translate to actual video, but I went in the ocean and swam for the majority of the time. I didn't care that it was raining or anything like that, and which was nice and therapeutic for me, but it wreaked absolute havoc on the color of my hair. It doesn't look that bad in the camera. It looks pretty bad in real life. This is okay. The back of my head is kind of orange. The bottoms are kind of coppery pink. I don't know. I don't know. Ah, well, bright red hair in the ocean do not mix. Note to all of you. But yeah, so I'm really happy to be back though, and to get back into everything with my channel, and I'm excited for Fear. I'm hoping that this second half of the season is going to take off. I think there's so much potential for this season to sort of, there's potential for it, and I hope they fulfill that potential. That's kind of how I'm feeling right now. All right, let's get started.
I got bit while I was crowning some of the dead, and well, I want to do what you said. I want to help. I've got a red jacket on, so I'll be easy to spot. I'll just hold myself up in the security office. It'll make it easier for you. Bury me someplace outside.
Oh. Huh.
He must remember what I said on that tape. He said he'd be here.
That's really sweet.
What do you keep calling those?
Candy beansies.
Candy beansies?
It sounds ridiculous when Morgan says it.
He said he'd have on a red jacket, right? Grace, that's when...
Oh my God.
Hey, Grace.
Oh no. I like her. Stop it.
So, you passed out.
That did happen.
Candy
Yes.
beansies isn't what you call it, right?
No.
I just thought it was like some name of a brand of candy beansies.
No, it's really not.
Well, I'm glad I didn't find out too late.
Mm-hmm.
Be careful. Now, you're not doing careful.
Oh.
I've already been on the wrong side of taking what people need.
Oh my
You know
God.
that.
Oh, I do. I have faith in people. In everybody, I have to.
Morgan.
We're just getting to know each other already. I got faith in you, Dwight.
I mean, that's sweet,
If
but
they come at us,
you come at them.
redirect. We're not doing careful. We're doing right. I just hope that Logan and his people see that.
I don't believe they will. Gotta love that wishful thinking, though. Dwight, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Daniel, do you copy? I repeat, do you copy? I'm heading south on Ranch Road 1795.
What are you doing? What are you doing saying thingies?
It was the worst.
Locations. No. What is she doing? She's crazy. She's gonna fall. Oh my God.
I wonder if this is it. If this is the beginning of the end for me.
Oh, I feel really bad.
You with Logan?
Fuck a duck.
I was hoping you'd follow me. Why else would I say what I was going on an open channel?
Ah! Dwight, what are you doing? Dwight! What are you doing?
Almost there.
feel like this is not gonna go well. It's gonna get stuck on something. And then you're gonna have to worry. What?
Grace.
Where the fuck? See?
Grace.
He looks way more like decayed than somebody who like just died. Not that I'm an expert. I'm just saying. Great.
I'm sorry, Morgan. I thought it was him. That walker's been dead too long.
Oh, okay. I'm not crazy. That's nice.
Wait. He'll be back in the morning.
He will not.
We'll get to that generator. We just have to wait until he gets back.
Mm-hmm. So about that, Dwight's doing great right now.
See, the question you gotta ask yourself is, am I just an asshole now?
Oh. So you're gonna have to try a lot harder to intimidate Dwight. You don't know what the fuck he's been through.
Been through worse.
It's...
Whole lot worse people too.
Mm-hmm.
But when I get free, well, we'll see.
Well, okay, Dwight. I'm really falling in love with you, sir.
Story of my life. Always overthought everything. Do you race cars with your son?
My son?
I don't think I've ever seen you smile like that before. I saw the tape, Morgan.
Whoopsie. Whoopsie doopsie. Time to go. Or hide. Or... I don't know.
When we get good snatch, and I mean really good snatch, and we lose it, watch out. No! A good idea. She sounds like a sweetheart.
There you go. There you go. Oh my god. I mean, shoot him in the knee so he can't like chase you. You know what I mean? Don't look at it. Don't look at it. Shoot him in the knee. Dwight, knee. Okay.
Turn it off.
You won't be able to see.
Oh, I know. Don't overthink this, Grace.
What? Lord, you have to have a lot of faith in Morgan to... What?
I got it.
Oh. What is he gonna use? The Force? Morgan.
Morgan?
I mean, I have faith in Morgan, but... Grace, he said let him handle it. Okay. I guess that's good.
My boy, he was 6 when I got him one.
Oh, Morgan, do not make me cry.
What was his name?
He's Dwayne.
Oh. Nope. No.
See, I've always been a kind of serious guy.
Really?
Yeah. Settled down, found myself smiling this giant, stupid smile all night afterward.
He was right. That's why I didn't let it happen. I'm so jealous of you.
Me?
Yeah. You did it. You're the brave one, Morgan, not me.
Oh, he is.
Now you have that smile.
Well, so, Morgan, it's time to step up, time to do your thing. Okay. Hey, handsy, off Morgan. Ah! She's a pretty good shot. Oh, goodness.
Shot.
Oh.
He's alive.
Come on.
He's alive?
You know, someone gave me a second chance. That's the same chance I'm giving you.
Dwight? I
What the
don't.
hell are you talking about?
Go.
I do not know if I agree with this decision. I get it, but I don't know if it's smart. Oh,
Hey,
I feel
You good?
No problems whatsoever.
this guy's like super sweet.
if I could just make it to the roof, maybe I could see them one last time.
Oh, this is really sweet.
How's that?
Oh,
It's perfect.
oh. Okay, my eyes are watering.
I don't want to know.
You don't want to know, girl?
Sorry, what?
You don't want to die here in this mall. I don't want to either.
Oh,
So I'm just gonna believe there's more than today, Morgan.
oh my God. Oh, she's riding her horse, sort of. Oh my God, if he starts smiling, I'm gonna cry.
You look good. You look like a natural.
Really?
Yep.
Where is he now?
I let him go. Said we're not doing careful.
I don't think Daniel likes that. Did you see that little reaction back there? He doesn't like it.
Get out of here.
And in their struggles to be
Oh my God.
in their triumphs and defeat.
He's letting him cut his hair.
With
Or
all
his
his
beard. I don't know if it's gotten to the hair yet.
Time,
Oh my God.
gradually making expiation for itself and wearing out. I see the good old man so long their friend.
Oh,
In 10 years'
Dwight.
time, enriching them with all he has. And passing tranquilly to his reward.
Oh, he's smiling. Oh, Morgan.
What are you smiling about? No reason.
Oh, you caught yourself smiling. Oh, he probably feels some things about that too.
What's next?
I'm not going with you.
What? Morgan? Oh.
I think that's where I ought to be.
Oh, God. My heart's breaking. My heart's breaking. My heart's breaking. It's broken. You're breaking it, Morgan.
And I'll see you soon.
See you soon.
Oh. Stop it. I hate my emotions right now. Oh, is she crying? Don't cry. Don't cry. Don't cry. Ah! Fuck. My heart. Oh! Oh my God, Morgan, baby. Oh my God, guys, I can't. Oh, I love that episode. This was okay. I have so much to say. So I'm gonna talk about the kind of this maybe subplots, I guess, and then more into everything that happened with Morgan and Grace and everything at the mall. So, you know, I've said this before. I do think that I kind of hope is a weird word when it comes to this, because I do actually, you know, like always like when everybody seems to be kind of on the same page and getting along, and they do kind of seem to be there. But I think I said this at the end of the last reaction as well. I do kind of hope that there's a bit of differences of opinions of how to handle this Logan situation. Now, I don't really know. I read that whole when Dwight said he let the guy go, Daniel had a look. I would like, you know, Daniel is not really, at least up until this point, and we really haven't seen much of what's happened since everything, you know, during his break period of the show. But you know, he doesn't really like to take chances like that, or he didn't way back when. You know, it's better safe than sorry. Now, a lot of that was driven, I would say, by protecting his family. And as much as he cares for these people and everything like that, it's not the same as how he would be protecting Ophelia, obviously. But I think still he's not really going to. I'm not really sure how he's going to feel about doing what's right versus doing what's careful, which I love that got brought up a lot. So to talk, you know, I'm just saying, I feel like eventually there's going to be a difference of opinions, and the group is going to have some issues with how to handle, and you know, I do not believe that Logan is just going to go away. So talking about Dwight a little bit, I really liked the focus on Dwight in this episode. I loved the little glimpses that we got of kind of that sort of, he knows, he's seen so much and he's done so much. I think he's been on both sides, I feel like, of kind of taking a lot of what people have and everything that Negan kind of wanted him to do or needed him to do. And then there's this, you know, obviously also this feeling of he's also been on the receiving end of a lot of shit from Negan, obviously. And everything that he went through, you know, that's why as soon as this guy was like gonna try to be intimidating, I'm like, I'm sorry. Even the letters, okay? Because like obviously that did rub Dwight the wrong way in some type of way. But he's literally dealt with his wife becoming one of Negan's wives, and like all that went with that to save his life. And then he worked for, you know, like he's been through some shit, sir. I don't really know who you're trying to intimidate here. I mean, this guy didn't know that, but I'm just saying, like, it's just, it was almost, when the guy was really trying to get in Dwight's face and stuff, I was just like, listen, I don't think you know. I mean, you see the burn mark and everything, but I don't think you know, okay? What this man has been through. Now, you know, okay. I don't know how I feel about him letting the guy go. I don't think that that's necessarily the right thing to do. There was even, you know, that if you think about it, it's a tough decision to make. And I don't discount the fact that it is a really tough decision to make, do you give people second chances, or do you, and I think on principle of everything, who is he to judge? I think for where he's coming from, he's kind of like, who am I to judge what maybe this guy has done, end his life when I didn't get that treatment. I get it, which is what I said. I understand where Dwight is coming from. I also I'm worried. That's just honestly the whole point of I'm just very worried. So to talk about, I got like emotional, and I've been a bit emotional lately. So the emotions, I felt like this morning I like kind of said to myself, I was like, if there's anything remotely sad in Fear the Walking Dead today, I'm gonna cry because I'm just in a kind of tough space emotionally for myself. So I was like, I knew it. I loved the look into Morgan and Grace and just everything that went along with it. And I really loved the focus on this guy that was so kind to reach out after watching these tapes, and it was so kind to say, I have all of this stuff here. Please just, can you bury me and not have me kind of walking around as one of those things. And I think there might be some people who take this as just a very frivolous thing, and you shouldn't put your life at risk to search for this man and this, that, and the other thing. But he was really, I don't know. I think, especially in a world like this, the wishes of a dying man should still on some level matter. Now obviously there's certain things you can't do, and everybody can only do so much, but if you feel like you can maybe grant somebody who is kind enough to say, look at all this stuff, look at all these supplies and resources, and you can have all of it, and it's going to help your cause, and I heard what you said about helping people, so here you go. I don't know, that really touched my heart. And the fact that, he just kind of, he was like, I just want to be buried, somewhere where it's under the stars, and I just felt like it's really sweet, and I think it does matter. Because if it doesn't matter, to quote Rick Grimes, we are the Walking Dead. And it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? So I really liked that kind of thread throughout of this. I think they executed it very, very well in this episode, and it made that guy really endearing for just like a scene of him, or maybe like two if you talk about him on the walkie and stuff. So everything with Grace and Morgan was really emotional, I felt. I liked when she really talked about the fact of like being like so nervous that she doesn't know she's gonna wake up and to just live in that fear. And I feel like if I was in her position, I would feel the exact same way, and I'd just be so like genuinely kind of neurotic about it. Like, I'm gonna wake up and be like, I'm gonna die, and it's gonna be my last day on earth. So she doesn't want to cling to anything. And it seems like even the majority of her life, she was cautious about clinging to anything. She never really dove headfirst into anything, and I really relate to that. I overthink everything like a crazy person, legit. But I really do. I'm not a live in the moment type, you know what I mean? That's just, it's not my thing. And so I really related to that, where it's like she never really was able to really experience things and live life and whatever. And I think by the end of the episode, she, and I think very due to Morgan, she felt like she could finally sort of take that leap a little bit and say, you know what, I'm gonna live and not worry if I'm gonna wake up or not wake up. Honestly, I mean, if we're being honest, or not wake up, or if I'm gonna wake up super sick. It's gonna happen. It's probably gonna happen. I mean, maybe sometime soon, maybe in a little bit, maybe in a few months. I don't know. But I don't want to know. I just want to live. And it's so beautiful because I feel like it's such a liberating, freeing feeling for her to finally say that. I don't want to do that, you know? And I just, that hits home for me. I really, just to feel that is probably so wonderful for her. And then, to talk about Morgan. I'm sending all of my love to Sarah. If you guys know her, she's another reactor, Mama Deadhead. I'm sending all of my love to her. You can go to her reaction and tell her that Seska sends her love, because this is probably a rough episode for her because she loves Morgan so much. Like, I was crying. I'm sure she was having some issues. First of all, just to hear him talk about like Dwayne and Jenny is just, it's a bit heartbreaking. And Lenny James, and I know that, by the way, I'm very aware that there are so many Fear fans right now that are absolutely hating, that they brought Morgan over, or Morgan's storyline, or whatever. Like, I know that that's a thing in the fandom right now. I still love Morgan, and Lenny James is such a brilliant actor. So his scenes just really carry weight a lot of the time for me personally, and I still really care for him. It was so emotional to really see him finally kind of give in a little bit. Obviously we've seen so many aspects of Morgan after, since the beginning of The Walking Dead. We've seen a clear Morgan. We've seen like very peaceful Morgan. We've seen kind of this Morgan who is trying to help and trying to do something, and we've seen all of these, but we really haven't seen him really happy. I feel like he's always kind of searching for what is his purpose. What is his actual purpose? Is it to clear? Is it to help? Is it to, and it's always about, I feel like with Morgan, it's almost always about other people and not necessarily what he's feeling. He doesn't really like to talk about his family and everything like that. And there's a handful of people that he's actually had those conversations with and everything. When he still to this day, one of my favorite scenes in The Walking Dead is when he like tells Rick what happened to Dwayne, and I mean, it kills me every time. But I don't think it's ever even occurred to him to like let himself feel happy again. Like, I don't think that's ever entered into his head. So for this to happen, and he said that, you know, and that explanation of it was the first time that, you know, I knew that they were the ones because Jenny and Dwayne, and because I smiled. And to see him smile at the end, catch himself smiling, and Daniel to be like, what are you smiling about? And I felt that in that moment, because if I were him and I was like trying to put myself in his shoes in that moment, I'm watching it, I'm like, I would feel so guilty. I feel guilty very easily. That's an issue for another, but like, I would feel so guilty if my wife and son were gone and someone else made me smile, which was the thing that they were only able to do. And it is so heartbreaking, because should he be able to smile? Of course. Would Jenny and Dwayne probably want him to smile? I can't speak for them, but probably they'd want him to be somewhat happy. And it's just so heartbreaking. And then he pulls away. He pulls away and he's like, I can't do this right now. I can't deal with somebody else making me smile. And even though it happened a really, really long time ago, I would say he has not completely recovered and or dealt with his family's death. Like, really gone through, like, you know, the stages of grief where you get to that acceptance. I'm not sure he's really, I think he's in that depression stage right now. And it's also heartbreaking for Karen, because she finally put herself out there. She finally is like, I'm gonna take this leap because I feel like Morgan's gonna emotionally catch me. And he had to pull away. And I think she absolutely understands why he pulled away. But it's still heartbreaking for her. And it was heartbreaking all around. And I was sad. And it was emotional. But I loved this development in this episode with these two characters. They have wonderful chemistry. The actors, by the way, I really enjoy all of their scenes together even before this point. But this was very emotional and I quite loved it. And I'll shut up now because I've been talking for a little bit, I feel. Anyway, I hope that you guys enjoyed this reaction. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you next time. Bye.